Diego's the immortal VP.
Naku, lakad mo tatang, lakad mo tatang!
Normally,
But as you mentioned, we'll just soak up this pressure. Gardic is now back. He has returned, can both protect the Luna and prevent them from being able to stop her farm. In fact, they're going to go on to King RD. They know that he went for this lightning, so there's no safety provided by the heavenly jump, but they lack the damage at this point in time. They get the last mini stuns in. Yuma, couple seconds until the Lucent Beam. They get it.
so it's definitely something they have to rush bottom. They also do get that Ava. One thing that Astini talked about in the panel that I liked a lot was the idea of sending this Timber Saw to the Beastmaster lane. Nowadays, where the...
Onto Hokori, so they don't hit this early mid-game timing themselves.
I mean, I don't think there's much that they can do right now. Analog actually gets pretty lucky here with the rune. He was low on HP, banked on getting this rune. And top lane, if Brazilian players would love to use the ping excuse, but Mr. Analog is actually living in Peru, so I don't think he can really use that excuse in top lane. We do see Almisho dying.
Got himself taken down in this mid lane by 40R. That's going to bring to a counter smoke coming in from Hokori right now. It's Analog and Almisho closing in the gap right now. Tavo's actually been left alone. 40R is behind him, but they don't necessarily have Duster anymore. No Orphotic Shield to provide protection, so they're going to make the full jump. Enough damage onto Tavo with that.
Really good on this Luna. I mean, I'm not sure about making it as soon as you finish your BKB, but the level 25 power spike once you have Ags is actually insane. Dusa, being this very immobile hero, actually struggles a lot against it. They don't have any Zoo, right, on Wolf Team. Not a lot of units to tank those instances. So I like it a lot. And Timber Saw should be in trouble.
Gonna try to get away from the Luna, but even the Overlord, Aghanim Scepter on two of their core heroes, certainly a good time to fight, and they're gonna look for it now with the smoke. Not coming across anybody just yet. Their vision isn't actually that good at the moment. They need these rocket flares to try and create space, but Gardic doesn't want to reveal exactly where they're at. Instead, will go in with the hook shot directly onto Tavo. Do they have the damage to kill the Timber Saw? No, they don't. Gardic dies instead. They'll have enough damage to kill King RD. They need to flee and retreat, however, because now that they've wasted this salvo of spells, they need to wait until they can go again. Almost end up actually losing somewhat
of a butterfly. I would much rather have like a Daedal Shard. So because they forced this a little bit, and they also, you know, wasted that Roche attempt, I'm not feeling it right now. You still scale pretty well because he went for this Eclipse cooldown talent instead of the usual Lucent Beam one. But it does give Wolf Team a lot of time, and Analog might be dead here.
Yeah, he's definitely going to be able to die. Tavo does bring him down. They will at least get some revenge by taking down 40R as well. However, this fight not looking as favorable as they would want it to. Yuma pops BKB directly onto Tavo's face, and they will have enough damage to really threaten the life of the Timber. Not just threaten it, but take...
Die every fight. And that is, like, this hero is usually kind of pesky and hard to die. As I say that, though, he literally dies, so maybe not that hard to die.
They might find revenge though. 40R looking in towards Almisho. Duster's here as well. Can they find him before he manages to blink away to safety? 3 seconds remaining, but it gets disabled. And there's the damage that they need. Duster able down to Vitali's prowess on the Beastmaster. They have King RD here. They're actually just going to jump immediately onto the Zeus. No buyback available for him. Does die immediately though because HFN is there with the right clicks. I can understand the rationale here, but once you end up losing the army as well, gold-wise, you actually trade worse on the side of Hokori at this point. And they just come home. They don't really mind and care about this. HFN will gladly recontrol this jungle, keep farming here. Hokori, you were mentioning that they are playing better right now, but strategically, it feels like Wolf Team is getting more out of what they want to be doing on the map at present.
Zags for a while, and overall, it's been underwhelming. So I hope this finally, you know, makes it look good.
Listen, Yuma. Not just this game, it's on the line. Analog getting taken down in a very awkward position there.
This might be the nail in the coffin. I feel like the way for Hokori to win now is not really fight Wolf Team, but go for the split push moves to just like try and separate them. I think it's impossible to really fight Wolf Team 5 vs 5 with this build on the Luna.
Oh god, I feel so bad for Analog. Had he made that move 3 seconds sooner, he actually might have been able to steal the Sages. Because he doesn't, HFN gets an Aegis, gets a Cheese, gets the Aghanims, and they will be able to kill 40R down bottom utilizing this Eclipse build.
But they kind of leave the area, so I'm not a big fan of that move. Maybe without HFN. Oh, hello.
Okay, big jump, Tavo. Might be in a spot of bother, or rather they find Duster, excuse me. He's inside the power cogs, should easily die here. And, oh, Vitaly, not one of the most satisfying things in the world.
Wasting so much time from both team. Oh, we do find a Rubik.
Aeondas will buy some time here. HFN gonna be there using the bots too to show up directly onto this tiny Elmisho. Using the Ghost Scepter forced off to draw their attention away from where Analog went. Will end up dying, but there is still a buyback available for this Rubik if needed. It's the Rubik at this point, but you're just forcing so many shenanigans on the map that I think it's an acceptable price to pay.
It's a game of cat and mouse. Like you see both teams starting to group up top, and then like there's a hero mid, and there's like freaking ancients hitting your range barracks. They even forced Glyph, and Aegis was wasted. So I don't think Wolf team can do much. They might force buybacks, but if they force buybacks with these heroes showing up bottom, they might just die. Vitaly
actually just gonna jump onto Zeus. King RD with the jump from Vitaly. They get the quick kill, and Duster coming into the fray as well, having to pop the borrow time very, very quickly. Unfortunately though, Vitaly already refreshed, so they have the second primal roar if needed. They're not going to need it though. Tavo shows up with the BKB to try and defend. Won't be able to do so. There's 3 heroes dead, but at the same time, HFN is being forced back home, but they're going straight for the base. Can HFN TP home? Will he be prevented by doing so by Gardic? It looks that way. Oh my god, are they about to win this game right now? Tavo flies back, but Tavo gonna be in danger here. TP gets cancelled away from the Medusa. She can't come home to defend. She can't come home to save this game. So Hokori will steal it away from under Wolf's team's noses. GG, well played is called. They get the dub, they get the win. They split the map for so what? King RD, no heals from you, but most likely gonna be the first blood. Oh, wait, no mana, no, Yuma ran out of mana, couldn't get off the last quill spray. King RD is gonna survive because of this. Oh my gosh. Dota 2 is a game of margins, and this margin favorable for
it's a mix of a lot of things. You know, first of all, with the DPC, every region just develops its own meta. And, you know, there's a lot of art.
This is HFN, so the likelihood of him going for the Ags build, very, very low. As we see Duster getting ran down right now. Can they get the cold feet off in time? Yes, they do come out, so Vitaly won't be able to immediately run down Duster. Might actually die for this as well. HFN watches his support die before him, but immediately finds vengeance. This is very good trade in this bottom lane. Luna getting the kill onto Slaughter. That is so, so nice.
You can see that even though they killed the Luna, HFN already finished the Mask of Madness. He is ready to start scaling. Mid lane though, they do find a Marcy.
She's gonna be brought down here, and Yuma won't be able to find revenge. Unfortunately, at this stage of the game,
This game, I'm just bullshitting everyone here.
Alright, you know, this time they do have vision though onto HFN, and you were just talking about it, how many ways they have, not just of killing him quickly, but of closing the gap and not allowing him to farm. He's actually been dead 3 times, it feels like, just in the last 2 minutes. Not allowed to do anything on this map at jungle to finish his Ags, but that was on a Zeus. Here, that's far less impactful with that degree of gold. Let's see what Tiny can get here. Misho is the one that's probably going to show first, and King RD gets this vision, but he doesn't want just a mere Marcy kill. Might have to be forced to settle for it though, as they'll get the jump, get the kill. King RD gets the kill with the gold. Alright, goes to the forced off we go.
Yeah, unfortunate, but really good. I was kind of scared because King RD's first few minutes were pretty hard for him. Blind jump.
Line jump into 2 hero avalanche though. They find Gardic. Gardic will die almost immediately here. Can't get off a long enough death ward to threaten. And they say, well, you come to fight in our triangle, we'll do the same to you. We're not just going to get a kill though, we're also going to steal away these.
Believing the hero would be there, he would definitely cancel that TP. And now,
speaking of cancelled TPs, Vitaly gets caught down bottom. Oh my god, that was amazing to watch. Shout out King RD. Wow. All right.
Roach time, though.
Yeah. But they've only just started it right now. They pop the ghost as well to try and get this faster. Ice Blast is flying in here. It will gonna hit them flush. So So they need to be very, very careful. King RD is here. Avalanche toss onto the Tiny. Analog falling very low. They will make sure that they get out this Death Ward, but it still costs the life of this DP. Yuma cleans up the Aegis, so he'll snatch away the Aegis, but he needs to run for his life here. Misho will not be able to do so, though, as they toss in the Timbersaw right on top of his face, and they will be able to bring him down. Goddic also suffering the same fate, as he will find him reminded about their movements in this bottom lane.
Oh, Analog, he doesn't have BKB. Oh, he just got it.
He just got it. All right. If he doesn't get that BKB right then and there, he's 100% dead. But because he does, it enables him to survive the fight and get off these ghosts and try to turn things around. But the same is not true of the Slaughter and the Witch Doctor. Both of them dead. Cold feet plus Tavo on top of you equals easy death. Now Analog all alone. Doesn't have spider legs or anything to get yourself out of here. So easily ran down. Tavo on the killing spree. Yuma shows up with the buyback coming through from Goddic as well. They really want to try and run down Duster and the Gag. Yule Scepter throwing Yuma up into the air. Does still have an Aegis. He's losing his life here. The first life is gone. Death Ward from Goddic. Only really going to be good for killing Duster at this point. And once they respawn on this Aegis, they start posture for it here, Bobby.
I mean, they can. The birds are insanely powerful right now with the level 18 on 4DR. Oh boy, that's going to be a tough one.
RD jumping forward. Analog gets off the BKB just in time. This will sound the retreat for the rest of Wolf Team. Maybe not though, because 40R might not be allowed to leave. He will find himself getting brought down here. Tavo might also not be allowed to escape as he's in danger. Yule is up in the air to buy time, but that's all he's doing. Buying time. Unfortunately, it still goes in a kill in favor of good time for Hokori. You've got Ghost triggered. You see Roche on half health. You've got the Slaughter out on him. Feels very difficult to run away from the pit as King RD comes forward, finds the Avalanche toss onto Yuma. Ice Blast flies up, but there's too many BKBs to have that much impact, so they're going to be able to immediately melt down 40R. He buys back. Analog, though, his BKB is now ended, so he dies on the outskirts of the fight. Yuma, in the meantime, taking down the Roshan and grabbing that Aegis. He returns to the fray to find several of his allies dead. Now he loses out on his first life. 40R, right on top of this bristleback. They have access to more than enough damage to kill him, even in the second life. And they will be able to do so. Requires 2 core buybacks out of the side. You need to be careful. And now suddenly here, wow, you've used all your BKBs. Every single one of them is down. They just have to wait for Ghost to go away. Then they can just come back. This Ghost, though, catches out HFN. They really want to get this kill. Ice Blast on the 2. Immediately melting down Elmisho. HFN now with the BKB ultimate takes down Goddic and Vitali. Yuma dishing out as much damage as he can. Yes, he has killed Duster, but will find himself going down to Tavo. And this time around, he does not have buyback. A triple kill for the Timbersaw. Analog trying to run away. King RD will not allow it. That's another death onto the Death Prophet. Rax will fall shortly, and the game will end immediately as GG is called by Hokori. Game number 2 taken by the side of Wolf Team. The reliance on this HFN Visage, or 40R Visage with the HFN Luna. The combo was strong, Bowie, and the combo nets Wolf Team a victory.
For you, it's been a while since we've been entertained with the mid lane, which is unfortunate. You know, it used to be really hype, you know, First Bloods and all that, but not this patch, probably not this TI. Speaking of First Bloods, they actually find Luna.
Nice toss back with the Dream Coil coming in as 40R comes for the first rotation of the game. They thought on the Yuma Monkey King that they might find an escape using this tree dance, and that might still be the case. The salvation provided by the Shadow Demon, enabling Yuma to jump away this tree dance. What a time to be alive. And he gets the TP to safety. What? How did that happen? And at the same time, they're killing.
Yeah, that's another thing Enigma does really well. He those Eidolons, after the damage changes to the type that they do, they actually do a lot of damage to these towers. And Omisho, he finds Duster.
It's a dispose back. The Void Spirit, though, not going to try and dive too deep for this one.
Chance of you hitting the carry. A lot of times you see these inexperienced teams going for smokes at like 0.20, 0.30. But they actually don't stay in the triangle. They get Tavo. That's a pretty good kill.
It doesn't cost them any ultimates to have to come. I mean, I don't really count Unleash from...
Now, this is rough. Maybe they'll get a couple of extra kills here. No curse. So Black Hole is available.
No curse for Duster. Will he not end up dying, though? But instead, it's actually going to be a turnaround directly onto Analog. 40R and the boys They've already got the Switchblade for the puck, so more than enough damage early on. They get the quick kill. That was Analog making the jump, and now they're not done just yet. El Misho gets tossed on by Goddick. Oh, feels bad. Your own ally preventing the damage that brings you down. 40R is not done just yet. Still jumping forward. Really wants to try and find Goddick. There will be the Waning Rift. Not enough damage just yet. Tavo activates the Dark Ascension and get towards the BKB. So it's not all doom and gloom, Bowie. It's still possible. Still within the realm of winning. Even though El Misha might die here, salvation will be offered yet again by the Shadow Demon. And he stays alive. He's actually going to be okay. Tavo also popped the early BKB. And there's the first black hole of the game. Winter's Curse immediately cancels it out though. Tavo allowed to escape this fight. But they're not going to get the Enigma kill, I don't think. Oh, they actually do manage to bring him down, but it costs 40R's life. King RD also going forward to kill El Misho. Yuma doesn't have Wukongs anymore, doesn't have access to BKB, so he needs to worry about his position in this fight. As HFN comes in with the Eclipse, gets stalled out though by Goddick. Tavo is going to fly over Goddick. Lucent Beam cancels out the attempt.
Really well, the whole series. I mean, even in game 1, right, we saw the score where he was had 0 deaths, but Analog doesn't have 0 deaths. He has exactly 3 deaths.
He doesn't have any way to keep himself alive here. Yuma does have BKB, so they're going to be reticent to jump onto him with the Wukongs, but they just go around him. This is not how you want to be as Monkey King, where they just leave you alone. Tavo jumping on top of this Shadow Demon right now. They will have the damage. The Jugular. Analog in this top lane is in trouble. He's in a lot of trouble. Will find himself getting caught out with the Dream Coil. Here's Tavo with the Crippling Fear. Absolutely no way to get out of this here. Analog will die. His allies are streaming in to try and save him, but they're not going to get here in time. They've brought him down. There's no way they take it. Don't do it, Yuma. Don't do it.
Maybe the puck. Maybe the puck.
Oh no, Wukongs is out. They're going in for the puck here. El Misho disposes him back, and they will have the damage to kill him. Well done so far. It's a 1-1 trade. Both mid laners have died. Goddick will find himself getting taken out for this one as well.
This one, where they don't really have the advantage in any way, shape, or form.
Analog will get himself Dream Coiled here. There will be a save coming in from the Shadow Demon. This is a very dangerous place to be. HFN gets off the BKB with the Eclipse, but there's the Black Hole. They haven't cancelled it out just yet. It does eventually get cancelled, but he's taking so much damage from the Wukongs. It's finally worked out for them. They've taken the good fight. They baked Wolf Team too deep into it, and Wolf Team get punished heavily. 40R, can he get out? He can. Nobody else though in the squad going to be able to do so. But though Tavo does manage to run down Analog on the RD, go to check with his face. He will have smoke broken upon him. They're jumping forward.
Oh, no.
They want Vitali. Vitali didn't get off the BKB. He's in so much danger. BKB comes out now, but the double damage of Tavo turns out to actually come in clutch as they use it to bring down the Enigma with no buyback. Yuma gets off the BKB Wukongs, but Yuma's all alone. They're bringing down his teammates. Analog gonna be trying to reach onto King RD himself, as well as El Misho do manage to do it, but they've had to leave all alone Yuma inside of his own Wukongs. As soon as it ends, they just jump back on top of it. Void Spirit, oh no, tossing it back into the rest of the squad. Immediate bash from Tavo. He's still alive though. Oh my god, Analog gets out of the BKB. He's on the high ground. He TP's back. Shadow Demon will die inside the base, dropping the gem next to this Ancient. But it doesn't matter. You forced them to use several of their spells. You forced them to use some BKBs. Now you've just caught both Puck and the Night Stalker inside the first black hole. Will they be able to get 2? Yes, they do. And the second one's even better. Tavo's gone. Winter Wyvern is dead as well. HFN does get forced off outside the pit with the Hurricane Pike. But that is several heroes dead inside the base. 3 of them buy back. Oh my god, there is 2 black holes down now. So King RD feeling comfortable and confident of tossing back Yuma. Yuma though, with the BKB active, gonna actually stand here and challenge the rest of Wolf Team. HFN realizes it doesn't have enough damage. Winter's Curse will come, but it connects onto Yuma. This is not the hero that has the right click damage. King RD gonna be there, Avalanche toss onto him. Yuma trying to fight back. There's not gonna be a lifesteal though. So force a buyback instead. 4DR right inside of the tier 4 towers, almost dies. Just barely gets away to safety, but no! Not gonna be allowed to do so. Cold Embrace keeping him alive, however, though.
I think they can. Oh my lord, this is a tough one.
Looking for the game, though. DKB is being popped. Analog wants to go in after King RD. King RD does not have access to buyback, so would have been a good kill. With this Wukong's command, Yuma was trying to reach for it, but they don't have a way to keep these heroes inside it. HFN happy to just commit away the Sages. doesn't really care for it because he utilizes that life to take down the range racks. Now looking for the melee, getting pulled back though by the Ether Remnants. Enigma, unfortunately, getting muscled down by the rest of Wolf Team. Won't be able to do anything. Analog dies again. 2 minutes in the grave, no buyback. Dream Coil out onto Yuma. We'll throw in the final Boundless Strike of the game. It might be the last Boundless Strike he gets to enjoy in this division, because as he dies, the Ancient's about to fall. GG's been called. Hokori go down 2-1 against Wolf Team. Maui, the black hole was there. The black hole was perfect, but also